What's up, everyone? I'm Bill. I'm with Calimoto TV. Thanks for sticking around to the channel. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done so. Today we are talking about the delete on my 2019 F250 Platinum Super Duty. Today I'm going to talk about what I've done to the truck to delete it and why I've deleted this truck. There's a lot of reasonings for the delete, and so I'm going to go over everything and what you guys need to know if you guys are looking to do a delete. But if you guys feel like you've got some comments, hit some comments down below. Let me know what your experience is with deletes and without deletes. So let's go into the reasoning for deleting the truck. Again, it's a 2019. It's a 6.7 liter Powerstroke. I haven't introduced you to the channel. It's coming. I have a 1999 GMC 6.5 liter diesel that I've got a few little mods on, and so when I decided to get the F250, I hands down was gonna go with the diesel. And I'll tell you, I'm happy with the truck. I'll vent a little bit about Ford. I'm just completely disappointed in Ford. For you guys that don't follow the 2019 Ford Fiasco ST that we've purchased, just a little update. We have gotten zero place with Ford. Apparently they're buying back the car, but it's been 2 months. We've had the car less than 5 days, and they've had the car for over 2 months. And they're forcing us through the lemon law buyback process, which is just, it blows my mind that they're making us do this. But needless to say, I'm completely disappointed with Ford. I wish that I never bought this truck with it being a Ford. With that said, the truck itself, take the badge off. I love the truck. It's had very few minor little quirky issues, but with that said, that is actually one of the reasons why I deleted the truck. As you guys have followed some of the other videos, I've been doing some modifications to the truck. I've got the intake on the truck. I've also done some other small modifications here and there. Nothing to really void warranties. But a lot of people have said, don't do a delete until your warranty's over, which was going to be 100,000 miles on your powertrain. But I've done some stuff to the truck that, would Ford even warranty my truck? Would they find reasons not to warranty my truck? And so I've weighed these pros and cons out with Ford as a company, and I felt that Ford will do me no good with my warranty, so I really took the warranty out of the equation. Now, I've done a lot of research about the deletes, and one of the things, I mean, you know, there's two sides to it, right? There's some people that are like, don't do the delete. It was built not to have a delete, or to, you know, to have all the emission stuff on there. And then the other people were like, look, you know, old school guys that are like, look, these diesels, we used to have diesel trucks that used to go 100,000, or, you know, 500,000 miles and never have issues. And they get better gas mileage, and they're better performance, and just all around just better without the emission stuff. And so I took that into account, and that was the main reason that I did the delete. I purchased this truck to be a diesel truck, and it was more of a gas truck than it was anything. And it just kind of sucked. I mean, I had 5,000 miles on the truck, and the decision was made. I was going to do the delete. You know, so with the delete, what we've done, and I'll show you guys what I have deleted and taken off, and what we've done to make this delete work. Everything I've purchased, I'll link down below. It's been from a PPEI down in Louisiana. They've been great. They've got me the Lynk Tuner. They also got me the cat delete, or the exhaust delete section that we've taken out, which I'll show you in a minute. You are going to need the Link, or you're going to need some type of tuner in order to basically trick the truck to think that the DEF system and the particular filter, the EGR, and everything is still there. Now, what I will tell you, sorry about the plane overhead, what I will tell you is that I have not done and will not do an EGR delete. The reason why I am not deleting the EGR is I am in California, and I'm going to have to smog this in 6 years. So I do have a 6-year pass, so I'm happy for that. But at the same time, at some point, I am going to have to smog the truck, which means the EGR is still going to have to be on there. So with the EasyLink tuner, you do unplug the EGR, but you do not remove the EGR. So the EGR has been unplugged. There's also something on the throttle body that is also unplugged, and then the tuner's on there to trick the truck to think that the DEF system is still in place and whatnot. So the tuner also enables you to tune the truck to a lot more horsepower. Move this inside just to hopefully be able to get some better sound. We're talking like 200 horsepower. So I do have some plans to get the truck over to a dyno and actually get some dyno numbers for you guys. But Corey at Modern Diesel, thank you. I love your guys' videos. He was the one that turned me onto this whole system, and I've been watching his videos, and so far he hasn't had any problems with this truck. So I've duplicated, I believe, the system that he has. So thanks, Corey, for the recommendation. But what I wanted to let you guys know is that you'll need all of this you'll need this to be able to get the truck to perform better, breathe better. Currently, I just filled up the tank. California, they get you in taxes here in California, $3.79 a gallon. It's killer. But just fill up the tank, and the last miles per gallon average was 17. And if you know how I drive floor pedal to the floor, basically. I'm like, I love this truck. Now the gas mileage that I got, the fuel before, I took it easy, and I did almost get 20 miles to the gallon, and that's just basic how normal people would drive. Now prior to this, with my foot into it, I was only getting about 13 miles to the gallon. If I was taking it easy, I was getting about 17 miles to the gallon. So I got a significant better gas mileage improvement. The sound of it is just I have a diesel. Yeah, I have a diesel truck, so it's I love it. Now I've got the Platinum, and so I think I've said before, I did look at a Lariat and I looked at the Platinum, and one of the deciding factors outside of the extra features that the Platinum has to the Lariat, the Platinum is much quieter than the Lariat. When I got in the truck and started the Lariat, it immediately was like, wait a minute, the Platinum is so much more quieter. And so with the Delete, I don't even hear the exhaust. I hear the engine a little bit more, but I don't hear the exhaust at all. If I roll down the window, it's like night and day. Obviously you hear it. So the tuner's in, you know, and I've got the switch on the fly, which I'll show you in a second. I think you guys have seen the knob before. But with the tune that I've got the switch on the fly, which gives you at 0 or 1, it's 35 additional horsepower, which is what I turn it down to when I'm doing towing. And then basically the rest of the time I have it turned up to 5 because I love the power that this truck has and the capacity that this truck has. Now, I also do have a pedal commander, and I'll tell you about the pedal commander with the tuner. If you were in Sport Plus mode, this truck is almost undrivable. The thing is, it shifts so hard and it's so crazy. So if you have a pedal commander and you decide to do the delete and stuff, what you're going to end up doing is turning it down or actually off. I actually drive the truck in eco mode, believe it or not, with the extra, because I can just floor it and the truck shifts much better. It's smoother. You've still got a ton of power. You still get to 200 horsepower once that turbo spools up. It's going. But it just makes it more drivable in the city. When I've got it up in the Sport Plus mode, the thing is just like you barely touch it. The thing is just it's such a jerk. And when you're in 6th gear on the freeway and you barely touch the gas, it immediately shifts down to 5th and sometimes even 4th, and it really shifts very hard. So if you've got the pedal commander, you'll probably want to turn this down. But let's go and let's show you real quick. So we've got our switch on the fly. So we've got our EasyLink, and everything is installed down below. So we've got our pedal commander all linked in, but we're up at number 5, and we can obviously, you know, we've got down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I just keep it up on 5 all the time. And then this is the system that we have deleted. So this is the whole system. So starting here at the end, we've got the this is the particular filter. This is where we burn through. So this is basically all disconnected. And then some sensors. This is the igniter, I believe. Coming down into the DEF system, this is the injector. People, be careful around the injector. This injector is like $1,000 injector, so make sure that this is very well kept safe. So you've got your DEF system here. I believe this is a cat, and then you're into the muffler. Now, coming down to the truck, I've decided to leave the stock exhaust tips on it. It gives me one less thing that I have to worry about with the police if I do get stopped for any reason. I do still have the stock muffler, but what we've done is, let's see if I can get up under here, is you can see starting right here down to there, that's your delete pipe. So that system replaced this system. So look, it was a pretty simple, I believe there's 3 bolts on one end and a clamp on the other end, and pretty much all of the plugs. Get a little out of the sun. But basically it was that was it, and the system pretty much comes right out. You unplug everything, and the EasyLink tuner. Now, I did leave the tuner in the car. Now, I left it just because I want to be able to keep the gauge. I want to be able to have the gauge cluster. It's very nice to be able to have the gauge cluster, but the fact is that regardless, if you pull this thing out and you take it to the Ford dealer and deal with the warranty, they're going to know anyways, because it obviously flashes the ECU and their programming is able to detect that. So don't think that if you do this and something does go wrong, understand that when you take your truck back to Ford, they will most likely know that you have done the delete, and there might be some questions to it. If you guys have a Ford dealer that you know that's going to work with you, that's great. I've just found, first of all, Rhonda Pratt, absolutely horrible dealership. I apologize for giving them any of my money. It makes me sick that those people got any of my money. Rhonda Pratt Ford, don't ever shop at Rhonda Pratt Ford. But you know, when buying this truck, I shopped around to a couple different dealers, and it's sad that dealerships have become this way. And you know, we're looking at cars again because we're having to buy another car for Bogna, because whenever her car, I mean, we've already made 2 payments on it. We've got $3,000 worth of parts. It's just absolutely, it's sick with how Ford has treated us. And I get that, you know, they're buybacks and stuff like that, but we've had this car for less than 5 days in our possession in 2 months. If they would have given us another car, we would have been completely happy. But anyways, back to the truck, back to the delete. I absolutely love it. So with the delete, you do have to unplug the EGR and the throttle body sensor, I believe. But what was nice about the tuner is it actually told you when you program this that this has to also, in addition, be unplugged. So it was very, very simple to do. I didn't even jack up the truck or anything. I did it myself here at the shop. And like I said, it took me about an hour to do, about an hour and a half to do, to drop it off, get the new one on, and it's amazing. Absolutely love it. So I'm going to throw in some shots. I'm going to take this thing for a drive. I'll show you some performance stuff. But all in all, so we're at 2 months of owning the truck. Like I said, I love the truck. I hate the badge, but I love the truck. And it's just it's coming to the truck that I wanted it to be. So let's get this outside real quick. Let's turn this thing, let's get this thing started up so you guys can hear it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stand back just a little bit from it, and we'll do the And so if you guys want to know, it doesn't roll coal. It flipping rolls coal like crazy. If you this thing, like on my 99 6.5 that's got, you know, it's tuned and it's got bigger turbo and everything like that, this thing on that thing. But let's hear the turbo up front, but it's man, this thing is so rad. I'm completely happy with it. So if you guys are looking at, look, I did a lot of research, and like I said, I weighed the pros and cons, and you know, look, the pro is you're going to get better gas mileage, you're going to be breathing better. Was the urea better than diesel smoke? In the state of California, they are really reevaluating the DEF fluid. So the urea is the piss that comes out of the tailpipe is deeming worse than the carbon that comes out of your tailpipe. So you're going to get better gas mileage, you're breathing better. We do have the intake on there, so more air in, more air out. But just all in all, everything is so much better about this. Now the cons to it, right? I void my warranty. You know, is Ford going to say I voided my warranty because I put a carb legal air intake on it? You know, I mean, it's just, it's going to be one of those questionable things. And I would rather, you know what, I'm just not even going to deal with Ford. Look, if there's anything that goes wrong with this engine, I'll take care of it personally. If something goes wrong with the seat motor goes in, look, I'll take it into Ford and have them warranty it. The window motor goes out, they'll warranty it. Anything that goes outside the powertrain, basically from the pass and everything, the truck is going to be so much better. Being that without the emission stuff, so truck is going to be so much better without the emission stuff than with the emission stuff. That's really the reason why I decided to do the Elite. Plus, it sounds like a diesel, smells like a diesel, it runs like a diesel. And I have power for days. The torque and power is amazing on this. So hopefully this gave you guys some insight. Make sure you follow the channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Hit me with some comments down below. Let me know. Get interactive with this. Tell me some other cons. If I missed some cons, tell me some other pros. If there's some people that have deletes that have, you know, a couple 100,000 miles on it and no problems, man, I want to hear that. That's what I want to hear. But anyways, let's get this thing driving and let's see how it performs. All right, so we are in the Super Duty. We are on some back roads in Mexico, and what I've done is I've turned the tune all the way down to basically 0, and the pedal commander is off right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at some 0 to 60 times, and I believe if I can get this timer to hook up correctly, hopefully we'll get some quarter-mile times on basically what the truck is stock at the lowest setting, pedal commander off, with the delete. So that's what we're going to try now. So let's go ahead and pull out on the road. And what's nice about the timer is it starts automatically. So once the timer starts automatically, then it's good to go. Make sure our GPS is all good and set up, and then we will start filming this. Just wanted to let another fellow passerby. So let's go ahead and see what this thing can do. 0 to 60 stock, quarter mile. Man, it's got some kick already. So we've kind of peaked out, and we've got our quarter-mile time. There, we've got our quarter-mile time. All right, so let's try to slow down and pull off here. So not bad, not bad. So we have on the tune turned all the way down. We have 0 to 60 in 6.9 seconds. We did a quarter mile in 14.7 seconds. So that's not bad for it being turned all the way down. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn this thing up to 5 now. And what I am gonna do is I'm going to go ahead and turn on my pedal commander, and I'm going to turn the pedal commander up to high, just because we'll get good response. You know, when you're flooring it, the pedal commander doesn't work too much different, but you'll see, you know, we'll have some good times. So let's get these driving glasses on, up, and what looks like we've got someone coming up behind us. So that was not a bad time at all. I'm surprised with that time. 0 to 60 in 6.9 seconds. I mean, this truck just weighs so much. So I'll take that time all day long. All day long I'll take that time. And that's, like I said, that's turned all the way down. I think that's 30 additional horsepower, and that is pedal commander off. So we've got pedal commander on. So let's go ahead and, which it's just like, it's so angry with the pedal commander on. I mean, it's absolutely angry, mad angry. All right, so we're back on our back road, and we're at 0. So we're gonna go ahead, and we've got our time on. So what's nice is we've got our little timer up here. All right, ready? And let's go. Let's see what kind of times we get with full power, pedal commander up on high. I think we got a better 0 to 60 time, and we've got a better quarter mile time. Not by much, man. That quarter mile time wasn't really crazy different. So let's pull this thing over and take a look. It looks like our 0 to 60 time, so let's stop here. So our 0 to 60 time on that run was 6.2 seconds, so a bit faster, and 14.1 seconds on a quarter mile. So that's crazy, because from the just full on, you know, this thing, it's got the stock tires. So let's do one more quick quarter mile run while we can. And so let's get out here, and we're gonna do one more quarter mile run, and ready to race. We'll let this guy pass by just to be safe. We do have our locking diff on. Turn our engine brake on. And so we've got ready to race 100%, and away we go. I mean, we just spun the tires right there. God, this thing is blowing black smoke like crazy. So we've got our 0 to 60 time already, 0 to 70, and we are heading up to our quarter mile. So we spun the tires that time. I knew that. 14.9, and our 0 to 60 was 7 seconds. So it actually wasn't even any better. So our best 0 to 60 time out of the 3 was 6.2 seconds. For this ginormous truck, 0 to 60, that's mad crazy. Now, one last thing. Let's throw one last thing. Let's turn the pedal commander off, because I don't know if the pedal commander will help or affect it. So let's take the pedal commander off, okay? And let's go ahead and do one more run. So let's go over here, and let's do one last little run. And so we're gonna go 0 to 60, quarter mile, full tune, pedal commander off, and go. I feel like it's much slower. So that's that. And let's take this turn. All right. So we had 0 to 60 in 6.8 seconds, 0 to 60 in 6.8 seconds, and we're doing a quarter mile in 14.1, 14.7. So 14.1 quarter mile is our best time so far, and our 0 to 60, 6.2 seconds. So I'll take it. So, man, I love the truck. I love the truck, but, you know, and then we can just cruise, man. We're just right along, and the thing isn't extremely loud, right? In the cabin, you can hear that it's not that loud. Now, obviously, we roll down the window. Let's get the window down here. And we get on it. And it rolls. It rolls good. But, man, I enjoy the truck. I love the truck. I'm glad that I did the delete, not only for the performance aspect, but for the fuel economy. I've done 2 minor trips in this. I went up to Chico the other day, and I got an average of 19.9 miles per gallon, and that's freeway driving. So that was that's fairly decent. So I'm all right with that. Buzzing around in the city and whatnot, we're like 17 miles per gallon, so it's good. So, man, I hope you guys enjoy the video. Hit that subscribe button. If you guys aren't subscribed already to the channel, hit the subscribe button. We've got more to do to this truck. We are heading over to Red Label to have some stuff done to the truck this week. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, hit me a comment. Is there something I need to do to this truck? What can I do to the truck? Hit me up. Till then, we'll see you next time. Let's roll some coal, guys.